We are building the UltraPlanetary Gearbox assembly. For this step, you will need an HD hex motor with the UltraPlanetary pinion pre-pressed on, an UltraPlanetary mounting plate, a 5-to-1 cartridge, a 4-to-1 cartridge, an output cartridge, as well as the UltraPlanetary outside mounting plate, 2 M3 8mm button head screws, 6 M3 8mm hex cap screws, 6 M3 30mm cap head screws, as well as 2mm Allen wrench, a 2.5mm Allen wrench, and a 5.5mm nut driver. To get this started, you will need to take your HD hex motor with the pinion pre-pressed on, as well as your mounting plate, and put that onto the motor. The next step is to take the button head screws, and you're going to want to attach the mounting plate to the motor itself. For the step to get the button head screws in, you will need to use the 2mm Allen wrench. Now, once those are tightened down, you're going to want to take your 5-to-1 cartridge and put it onto the pinion of the motor itself. Note that you're going to always want to put the higher gear ratio the closest to the motor as you can. So to do this, we're going to try to align the pinion with the cartridge itself. It is usually helpful to hold on to the end of the cartridge as you're placing it onto the motor. After you get the 5-to-1 cartridge on, you're going to want to do the same with the 4-to-1 cartridge. Followed by the output. Once all those are on, you're going to want to take the 30mm long M3 hardware and get them started in the mounting holes to tighten up the gearbox. To tighten down these, you're going to need your 2.5mm Allen wrench. You're going to want to start with any of the screws and get that tightened in relatively snug. Then you're going to want to go to the opposite end screw and tighten that one down and in. After that one is in, you're going to want to choose another one on the other opposite end and continue in this pattern for all of the screws that are on the UltraPlanetary output. This way, the output cartridge will seat evenly and apply pressure evenly across your Now that those are nice and snug, you want to take your outside mounting bracket and attach it to the UltraPlanetary gearbox. So you're going to need to align the holes with the output itself. Usually getting these started with your finger is a good way to do this. Again, you're going to want to get these started in a crosswise pattern. then go ahead and tighten them down with your 5.5 millimeter nut driver. Once those are nice and tight, the UltraPlanetary gearbox assembly is complete. You're going to need to repeat this step 3 more times to have a total of 4 UltraPlanetary gearbox assemblies to finish this drivetrain.